What's going on, everybody? Isaac, the new backwoodsman here, coming at you with a video of my Sog knives and tools collection. Sog, I posted a video some days back. They become one of my favorite brands, and I explained why in that video. I just really like their designs, and I love the way that their company has stepped it up with their products the last few years. Now, I also said in that video that Sog has always had some great products, but I just didn't know about them. All I saw in stores was these El Cheapo Chinese-made things, and didn't know about the good stuff. But let's get into it. So, let's start over here. This is the Sog Survival Hawk, and I have everything in their sheaths so that you can see them. This nylon sheath here. I know I'm out of frame, but there's nothing to see while I get it out of the sheath anyways. It comes out through the top. It's got a paracord wrap. This I did myself. It comes with black paracord should you buy it new. Bought mine used. Nice little hawk there. Says Sog there on the top. In the bottom, we've got a nice little ferro rod that screws on in to the handle. It just has this ring here that you can grab a hold of and pull it out and store it back in. And screw it in securely. One more turn. There we go. Sog Survival Hawk. It's not a huge thing. Probably maybe a little over 12 inches and 2.5 to 3 inch blade. Now as we go through these, we'll take them off my little side table here so we have some more space. So next one that you can see is the knife that really started it all for Sog. The Sog Buoy, modeled after the MACV Sog unit from the Vietnam War. They had a special combat knife designed and made for them. Sog first came out with this knife in its first iteration in 1986. Today's version that I have is made with Aussate steel in Taiwan. Leather stacked handle, steel guard. It's ground down from 1/4 inch stock to a nice fine tip that you can see is even sharpened a little bit on the upper part for some nice stabbing penetration. Got finger grooved handles, provides comfortable grip for myself. Blade length is, I believe, 6 1/4 inches. So really get a good like 5 to 5 1/4 inch blade because of this big ricasso area here, and you can put your finger in there to cut. Leather sheath with plastic snaps, but you do get a little sharpening stone in there, which I think is a nice touch and a nod to this popular combat knife. Now, when Sog was founded in 1986, their founder, Spencer Frazier, found an original Sog knife from the war at a gun show, and he wanted to reproduce it. And he eventually found his way through a guy by the name of Hattori in Japan. And the guy that Spencer Frazier found was the son of the man who made all of the knives for the MACV Sog teams in the Vietnam War. So the same guy, the son of the guy who made the Knives in Vietnam War made the first iteration of the Sog company, Sog Buoy knives. How cool is that? This is actually the first Sog knife I bought. And you know what? I don't have it on the table with me. It came with a keychain multi-tool at Cabela's. It has this Digicamo sheath, also available, a black sheath, but it's a nice full flat grind fixed blade knife. The packaging said this is made of 8CR13 MOV steel. The Sog website says 7CR17, so not sure if Cabela's also got a special small little upgrade, steel type for this knife. But the grip on this knife is awesome. This is just a cheap Chinese knife. At Cabela's, man, this knife and the tool cost me 20 bucks. Very cool. It's a nice little knife. Plastic sheath. I mean, hey, for 20 bucks, you can't get much. It does have a clip. You can clip this on your pants. I've clipped it on like gym shorts and went on my way. Next up, we got one of the higher end fixed blade knives from Sog. This is called the Pillar. My wife got me this for our anniversary back in the fall. It's a great freaking knife. We got Kydex style. I don't know if it's actual Kydex, but you know, molded hardened plastic sheath with Tech-Lock type device. Sog logo there. Blacked out, not all in like bright white or silver like they used to market their knives. This one, made in the USA, of nice S35VN steel. The blade shape there harkens back to that original Sog buoy. It's a Sog pillar on the side there. This is a 5-inch overall length blade, so got this little choil here that again you can put your finger down in there. So you got probably a 4 to 4.5 inch cutting edge. This is the black micarta handle. You got this protruding end there for cracking nuts or skulls, whatever your preference is for the day. Lanyard hole. Got about 5/32 of an inch thick on this knife, which I think is a really great thickness for an overall multi-purpose task knife. You can use this in the woods. You can take this to war. Sog pillar, everybody. This knife is awesome. Let's take a break from the knives and look at tools. This is my phone case. The Sog made a deal with Pop Socket to make this little multi-tool here. It's magnetized. You just spin it a little and pull, and it slides out. It's good to always have a bottle opener. And of course it has a bit driver as well. No bits, but should you have some laying around, you can crank something tight or loose with this little tool that you have on your phone case. And it's got the Sog logo inside there and a small one on the tool. Pretty neat. If you do drop your phone, this will fall out. Be aware. Be cognizant. Let's take a look at this one. This is a real neat little fixed blade knife called the Growl. Kydex sheath. It did come with a nylon backing and belt loop, but I don't really care for it. It makes the knife a bit too bulky. So I want to get one of those Ultra Clip things and try it out on here. But anyways, let's see the blade. Look at that. Isn't that neat? It's 3.6 inches Tanto blade. It came sharp, man. It's 1/4 inch thick and tapers down, of course, to the point. This is also Chinese made out of 9CR18 steel, so decent-ish Chinese steel there. Bit of an upgrade over like 7CR17. But man, this is cool. The handle grip, the finger grooves make it very comfortable. You can see that real thick stock there. Yeah, very comfortable grip. I mean, they're just probably glass reinforced nylon. It's smooth, no texturing, but I don't think it needs it. You got those finger grooves to keep you locked in, and this nice jimping on the top of the spine there for your thumb. Very cool knife. Let's take a look at this. This is the Pup Elite. Don't usually care much for nylon sheaths, but this one is really sturdy. Super sturdy, not flimsy or anything. It also has a plastic insert in there that actually holds this knife in very well. Look at that. So that's real nice. Pup Elite. I got the plain edge version. It's a glass reinforced nylon handle. Got the blacked out Sog logo there. And Sog Pup Elite on the blade. Blade is, I think, 4.8 inches, somewhere around there. 3/16 inch stock. This filing or jimping almost all the way to the point. So that's supposed to aid in notching and such out in the field. And also, of course, you can rest your thumb up there on this hump. I've seen some reviews complain, though, why didn't you put the jimping back here so we can put our thumb there? I don't know why you want to put your thumb there. You got a little bit of a guard, and your thumb would be like all weird and sticking up like this and bumped in the guard. So you got to move it. You just got to move it forward, bro. Just move your thumb forward. It's much more comfortable this way. Trust me. That gets your thumb up over this guard and cut away. Cut away, my friend. Stop whining. Finger grooves there. Lots of stippling on the sides and back. Lanyard hole. I don't really use lanyards, but it's there if that's what you like. This is a very cool compact fixed blade. Osate steel, made in Taiwan. Original Seal Pup. Sog's been making those for many years and had them made in Japan when they still made knives there. It came with partial serrations. The Elite also has those partial serrations, and you can still get the standard Seal Pup as well. Not a whole lot of difference between the two. This one, the spine is a little thicker, and it's just a hair longer. I want to say like 1/10 of an inch or something like that. But plain edge version, only with the Elite. Nylon sheath also has a pouch. I don't have anything in there, but yeah, you can put one of those little sharpening stones in there like you would have with the buoy. This is also Osate steel, which Osate is just fine and gets the job done. All right, next we got the Power Access Deluxe multi-tool. We got a set of bits over here. Came with that. They can just slide in this side pocket. This is the tool. This has 21 different tools in it. Pliers, wire cutters. When it's folded up, you got your magnetic slot there for bits, and of course we got knife blades. You know, I didn't buy a multi-tool to have another knife. I wanted, you know, the tools. This one's cool because it also has a saw. One thing that it's missing that I would like is scissors. Here you got files. I don't know. I just thought this would be a good tool for me, except that it doesn't have scissors, but I think the wire cutters in here, I wanted scissors to take this fishing, but I think the wire cutters would snip fishing line just fine. Haven't tried it out yet, but I just got this. Of course, nylon sheath, belt loop on the back, even Molly compatible. How about that? All right. Center these here. Now we can get this little one out of the way. This is the Sog Micron Ii. I think they actually sold these in 2 packs. Just it's a tiny little Tanto blade. This was a college roommate of mine's that I somehow came home with this knife. And I've had it for many years. It's a lockback. Very thin, very compact. For those who have blade length laws, maybe this is a knife for you. Let's look at this one. This is one of my most carried knives. This is the Seal XR. It's a flipper. It's made in the USA out of S35 VN steel, just like that pillar. This is an awesome knife. Very scary, tactical looking, of course. Their XR lock, they started using it a couple years ago. Their iteration of the Benchmade Axis lock. I've heard some say the Sog XR lock is better. Go get yourself one. Decide for yourself. But yeah, look at this. Look at this nutcracker on the end there. That's 3/16 inch on the spine there. Just under a 4-inch blade. Love carrying this knife. I guess we don't have to put that down since we only got a few left. This one is the Sog Trident Elite. This has been out for probably about a decade. Assisted open. It does have a safety here. Red is dead or fire. I guess you can't turn it off when the blade's out, but it goes black when you push it down and locks the blade in there. Really love the blade shape on this. A little dirty. I was using this outside earlier today, and I love jimping, and then gets at that thick portion towards the tip. I love a nice recurve blade. It's got the cord cutter there. I really like the pocket clip on this knife. It's deep carry. Got the logo, Sog logo etched in there, which I'm okay with. It's not really necessary here on the handle, but they usually put it on the blade. The lock is a sort of arc lock. I think it's technically called the arc actuator, and it's a little loose. With the assisted opening, I mean, this knife it's not so easy to close. And look, this is in the open position, so this just kind of goes back and forth. So I'm not really sure how it engages and disengages the locking mechanism of this knife, but it's an okay knife. It's got a glass breaker on the end there, thumb stud assisted opening. It's a cool design. Now, check out this one. This is also a Sog Trident, but this is the new and improved Sog with the XR locking mechanism. This is the blackout version. Really nice grippy texture on the handle material. He's still got that cord cutter. This also has a safety. They've moved it to the spine, so now this won't deploy. We put a, well, if we flip it on, or off, I guess. Rapid deployment. Got a really nice Tanto shape there. Do you see any Sog logos on the handle or the pocket clip? Oh, zoom in. It does have a tiny little Sog on the pocket clip. I know in my last video, people said their knives are just billboards. They have toned it down. Here is the living proof. They like to spell out what SOG stands for now, Studies and Observations Group, just like the unit in Vietnam. And here is the name of the knife in steel type, cryo-treated D2. Little upgrade over OS 8. Nice kind of tough tool steel that you see in a lot of folding knives these days. Nice big handle grip. This safety, I feel, does sort of get in the way a little bit if you grip it like this, but if you put your thumb up here on the jimping on the spine, it kind of disappears a little and you don't notice it as much. But I've seen some videos and stuff where guys have removed this safety. I might take a stab at that, I don't know. I also think that if you remove it, it might void the warranty, so beware, I guess. But this is definitely an upgrade over this. This is the new Sog that everyone needs to know about. And this closes, oh my gosh, so much easier, more smoothly than the Trident Elite. We got one last knife here to look at. This is an older Sog, but this is one of the great older Sog knives. Comes in a nylon belt carry. It's got the Sog logo on the clip. I've seen a lot of this knife come with one with like the white Sog logo that you saw on the sheath for the Seal Pup Elite. But this folding knife, the Tomcat 3.0, I've showed this in a couple of short videos, at least, has the arc lock. Now this is the real arc lock, not the cheapo version like in that Trident Elite. This is a finely crafted knife from Seki, Japan, with this arc lock that actually moves. And when you open the knife, look at that blade. This knife is sexy, man. Got Craton handle scales. Very comfortable grip. Look at the shape. Really neat. This hump goes right up into your, like right in here. Makes it real comfortable. You can grip it with your index finger here and have it all in the rubber. Have your thumb here, or you can use the finger groove up here on the bolster, be up here and cut. This is a great folding knife. VG10 steel, made in Seki, Japan. Sog Tomcat 3.0. Alright, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this look, my Sog collection. I usually just carry this knife in my pocket. By the way, I don't use the belt sheath. Don't care for it. It's just easier to pocket carry. But anyways, back to signing out. Hope you enjoyed the Sog collection. And go grab yourself a Sog knife. Do yourself a favor. Get one of these new Tridents. The D2 steel. Deep carry clip. Very minimalized. It's awesome.